Number indigos is one of my favorite things you keep. You have a patternless fucking scrub.
Yeah, dude, I love scrub pythons.
Is it female or male?
I've got a male and a female.
Patternless.
Yep.
Are you telling me you're going to breed at some point, or what's going on?
Yeah, I'll pretty much probably breed just about every snake that is in this room at some point, I would say. In due time, when the time is right. Or when they think it's right, and then I allow them to be together, and they decided it's right. That's when it'll happen. Mostly python species. I've got corn snakes, but mostly python. You know, I got Morelia. I've got the Somalia, like you mentioned, of course, Regius, and then the Reticulatus, or whatever you want to call them, Brockhammerus, freaking.
And you get boreal
python. I mean, the scrubs are probably the closest to our boreal. I do have, like I said, the one Morelia. Not any GTPs or anything though.
Why not? Not a fan?
I know, not that I'm not a fan. I like to have space, and maybe once I'm ready to expand into that room over there, I'll start looking at some other stuff. But I like to have room to grow because I am breeding, and I am fortunate enough that since I've met lots of people through here, I pretty much sell every snake that I've wanted to, and I like to have space to expand in case I do want to keep more in. I never want to be full up. That's the main reason. And I'd also like to have a more arboreal setup. I'm going to get a GTP. I'm kind of waiting on Freedom Breeder guys to finish up with that arboreal cage they're working on building.
They're designing an arboreal cage?
Mm-hmm. Well, they've had them before. They had them back in like the 90s or whatever, but nobody was really buying them, so they kind of stopped. They went out of production.
Fucking think about it. Since I'm super lit, I'm starting to realize that you weren't far from the Vens watching from, like, I think it went from Barcheck to pretty much you.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about, like, discovering YouTube content.
Okay.
So I started fucking Venge watching. I started Venge watching Barcheck for, like, a hot minute going into, like, mid-2016. 2016, you were already out with content, right? Or no?
2016. Yeah, 2015. My first video was in 2015.
I just remember
unboxing a bamboo ball python with a GoPro on my head.
I just remember you in the earlier days.
Yeah, so it's been 5 years plus, a little bit over 5 years since the first episode.
I remember you had a video that said, "I am not an expert." And I was like, I love that, dude. Like this,
that's with the blood python. That's the blood python video where I was talking about.
I thought you were I really thought you were somebody like, man, this guy's been doing it all. Like, and then you clearly was like, yo, like I'm not an expert, but I feel like you're good enough to doing what you're doing, but you're making it clear that, yo, I'm not saying I'm fucking Mr. Pro, fucking Jackie Chan over here. Like, nah, like this is what works for me. And that's what instilled in my head to where, like, all right, this fool's only saying this is what's happening in his world. That doesn't mean he's saying everybody should be doing this. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it's to each their own, man. And I take that further than most people. I want to put that, like, I take the to each their own thing. Like, I really believe in it. I'm one of the most open-minded people I think you might ever meet in your life. Possibly. I'm not saying there aren't other people out there that have more open minds than me. There definitely are. There's some psychedelic warriors out there that are like open to the universe completely, but I would like to think that I'm a fairly open-minded individual as to what's possible in the world of people and non-people and whatever.
I don't know.
Like when I say I don't get offended, remember we were talking about earlier about getting offended? I was like, no, you can't defend me.
I could defend you as fuck.
No, you can't.
Just kidding. Oh yeah, you make that shirt look like shit.
No, that's
that's a lie. Did I not send you a black one?
First of all, yeah, you definitely have to be speaking the truth if you want to attempt to offend me. But
would you just say my
mom? Even talking about my mom, like talking about my mom, will get you into next mode. But as long as you're just talking and she's not hearing it, then we're still like we're gonna be kind of okay. But if she actually hears it, if you actually. Never mind, dude.
Okay, listen. Before we get off the topic, what's the most exciting pairing you have this year?
Ooh, the clutch that just laid yesterday is not too shabby. Keep in mind, I think I'm going to have 3, maybe 4 clutches this year, so I don't have a ton. One of them is I do have a cinnamon het sunset female that I've had produce eggs the year before this and the year before that, and she's loaded down with eggs right now. Same pairing I did the year before, which produced the Enchi cinnamon sunset. Which any day I produce one of those is not going to be a bad day in my book, dude. That was a phenomenal snake. But the other pairing of the clutch that just laid, the worst possibility is a double het clown pied. The best possibility is an Enchi, coral glow, firefly, clown. That's 100% het pied.
Didn't you produce a sunset?
Did I produce sunset?
I could have sworn you had a sunset. Or
yeah, I literally just said that. You must be high as shit.
I'm high. Did you not say? Oh God, really? I'm not even on my phone. I swear to God, I'm not on my phone. I am fucking high as a motherfucking kite.
Good, I like it. Well, here, I'll try and catch up or something.
Bullhead.
Eat one of these edibles. I don't know.
Yeah, look, we got O'Malley who's saying sunset, blah blah.
Yeah, there's sunset haters out there, but there's to back up the sunset haters, like it can brown out pretty severely in adulthood, but it's
what you put
just like it depends on what you put in it. It's the young project. Sunset has a lot of power to it. It's like a GHI that also has these deep red hues that it brings to the palette. And it's recessive, so it takes longer to build it into projects, which, in my opinion, makes things more valuable, not just monetarily, but just it's time. It's more time invested to work a recessive project. So you get that value of your time putting into the project, which just makes it more, it's like closer to your heart. It's like this, I waited, the amount of patience you had to put in to wait for these recessive projects to get mixed in with all these other things gives it that much more value, you know what I mean?
Another dude who's fucking up who's really not fucking up, but really making an impact, I feel, with the sunsets are I want to say
Brad and Brock?
Brad Boa, but then also, what's his name, had a sick-ass sunset too, fucking Matt Byron.
Oh, yeah, he got super lucky on that double het, one egg survival.
Shooters take their shot.
And then Miguel unboxed it, he said it was a female, but I thought it was a male that Matt produced, and I thought he only produced one, so I'm confused now what's happening with that snake.
Who knows? Who really knows?
Well, you're not going to get it out of Miguel.
No, you're really not. Sure. Secretive motherfucker.
Well, it's not. He's just such a yes man. Everything's yes.
Oh yeah, he's here to please. Period.
He make a good politician.
His followers just love the dude, bro.
I love that guy too, man. He's so much fun to be around, dude.
How can you not? Another dude who really is.
Every time he flakes on me, I hate him a little bit more. So
dude, preach to the choir, bro. I'm here. Trust me. I called him out a couple times, and I saw that. I saw in his face. He got tired of me calling him out. I was like, all right, I'll leave it alone.
Yeah, I've seen that same face. Oh man.
He's like, wow, you're really calling me out right now. I was like, oh damn, and then I'd bring it up again.
I feel bad because I'm such a dick to him in our DMs, but like, I don't know. He's also been. He's so much fun to be around. He's a fun guy to hang out with, man.
Oh man, once you're around him, it's like fuck. Forget about how he felt about you, social media wise.
Yeah. Otherwise, I would have wrote him off a long time ago for being such a goddamn flake. But it's like the fact that he's actually so fun to hang out, and he has helped me out a lot too. Like the guy has. We clicked like cousins like the first time we met, and it kind of went on that. But
buzzing.
Yeah.
Buzzins.
But what a fucking flake.
Dude, so I got so excited to see this motherfucker. He flies me to Detroit, and then as soon as we get to Detroit, I'm like, no sleep. He's like, we have to go to Eric Chambers. We have to vlog. I'm like, all right. And then in the car, Eric Chambers, he's like, I need to go home. We got to go home. I'm like, what? What do you mean go home?
He messaged me about that. He's like, I'm going. Everybody hates me, but I'm leaving.
I'm going home, MJ. I'm sorry. I'm going home. I'm like, dude, I don't understand. I just got here. Like, and I'm thinking, and then I'm literally texting my wife. I'm like, I guess I'm coming home. Like, I don't have a choice.